Hello, welcome into the show. It's Danny Boy along with Bill Corpus Crispy. How's it going?
What's up, big guy?
Hey, nothing much to you. It's a happy Friday, and we welcome you in for 30 SIP SIN right here on the YouTube channel. And of course, listening if you're listening out there, wherever you are listening to us. So we appreciate you, we love you, and we thank you for joining us. As always, we are now sponsored by the Dugout of Millwood. So, again, very slow week because of the All-Star break until the midweek, Billy Boy, because we had some NFL news breaking. Good NFL news, thank
Yeah, I
goodness.
know. Good news.
Yeah, man. We'll get to that in a second. MLB second half starts today. Yankees in Atlanta. So the Yankees went to Atlanta. Some of the Yankees have participated in the All-Star game and no, didn't leave because they didn't have to. Um, they'll start a series with the Braves. Hopefully that will be a sweep because the Braves are terrible, but you never know with the Yankees, right?
Yeah, now listen, the Yankees are unpredictable.
Yeah.
Yankees are totally
I,
unpredictable. And if you didn't watch our Bombers banter from the other day, go watch that.
mm,
We
we
had some
break
thoughts.
yeah, we broke down quite a bit. I mean, the bottom line is that the management has to get it right. You know, ultimately they have to get it right. And if this season falters, which I don't think it will, I think they'll make the playoffs. But if it falters, they got a lot of things to talk about over the next few months. Just putting it that way. Go watch Bombers banter. We break it all down. Um, Cover the rest of July, early August, and all the trade deadline predictions that we make. So uh, we'll go from there. But like I said, we have NFL news, Bill.
We get some big NFL news. We got a couple signings that happened this week, don't
How
we?
about that? How about that? Yes. Let's start with the Jets because I'm a Jet fan and I can't. um, both Garrett Wilson and Sauce Gardner agreed to contract extensions. I believe Garrett Wilson signed his yesterday officially. So they will be remaining with the Jets for another 4 years past the rookie deal. So they'll play under the rookie contract this season and next season, and then the extension kicks in. So potentially, Bill, the New York Jets can have Sauce Gardner and Garrett Wilson, two of their top draft choices from the 22 draft, be with the Jets for the next 6 seasons, which is huge because this never happens with the Jets. Usually, when the Jets draft players, they either suck or if they are good, they let them go to free agency and we never see them in the green and white again. So, for anyone that is making fun of me for being excited about the Jets signing their good draft choices, well, you can shove it because it never happens.
No, totally agree. They either go to free agency and see what happens.
Right. Or they're terrible. They're just terrible draft choices.
Oh,
Like,
absolutely. And you know what? As
yeah,
Red, you're a Jet fan. Yes, the Jets actually still have fans.
exactly. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't know how to feel about that, but yeah, it's the truth.
How's it feel that you're one of the few Jet fans still remaining?
Um, the rest are in hibernation. They'll come alive when the Jets make the playoffs. Um, I don't even know if that's gonna happen.
If what's going to happen?
I don't even know if they're going to come out of hibernation when the Jets make the playoffs.
Well, who knows?
Yeah. Well, because let's be real, New York is a Giants town, whether people like it or not. You know, it's a
Sorry,
Giants town.
man.
It's the truth. Now, of course, that could change if the Jets start winning and then eventually move back to Queens. But Giants rule New York City,
Oh, we pretty
and like I said, Jet fans they go hiding because
you
they
suck.
suck. They're terrible. So, but good news is that we have our big top guns for at least the next 4 seasons, which is nice. And a great chance for
Yes,
rings. Um,
yes. And you know what else was good about this?
what?
You guys don't have to deal with the locker room cancer known as Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, yeah. He's Pittsburgh's problem now. Um, Also, this literally just came down, but the second round rookie, and of course, second round picks take a while to sign. But Mason Taylor, their new tight end, 4 year, $10.4 million deal, with 91% of it guaranteed. So that's a good thing to see. We were very high on this new on this guy. Excuse me, as a fly comes straight at me.
Been having the same
um,
problem in my house too, bro. So
yeah.
like there's
Well, the
just
thing is, I'm go
going
ahead.
away. I
Yeah.
was just saying I'm
Well,
not going away. So I know, I understand.
yeah, exactly. So, but yeah. So the Jets making moves. The Jets are signing their rookies and they're signing their draft choices from years ago to extensions, making sure they don't hit the free agent market. The Jets actually acting like a proactive, good, sound football franchise, even if they have a losing season this season, which of course a lot of people expect. But at least they are being proactive. And you never know with Aaron Glenn. Maybe the Jets do make the playoffs and, you know, make noise.
No, I 100% agree.
Yeah.
Like who knows?
And we're very stoked about that. And I'm very grateful that
It
you know
already shows right now how there's who's the Jets GM again? I'm sorry.
Darren Mucci.
How you have a new GM, new head coach. It shows right here that the Jets are taking a new direction.
Yes,
And, you know, like we just mentioned, Aaron Rodgers is now Pittsburgh's problem.
exactly.
Um, and you know what? This is a new direction that the Jets franchise is taking with Darren Mucci. Douglas is gone. And with Aaron Glenn, if you're a Jets fan, you should actually be excited right now.
Yeah, I mean it was a no-brainer move, and I'm glad that for once they sound like a good franchise that I can root for. Hopefully they're good enough to root for as well. Now, just a quick before we get to other NFL news, just because uh Garrett Wilson in particular was not very happy with how last season ended. One, because he became pretty much an outlier once Devontae Adams signed with the Jets. So, of course, Rodgers' favorite target is Devontae. Uh, so he was pretty much forgotten about. And then there was friction in the locker room between Garrett and AR. And he wasn't very happy. So, of course, naturally, when you hear about that and when you see it, your mind starts thinking, oh crap, is he going to want to leave the Jets? Is he not going to want to sign an extension? Is he, going to test the market? Does he want to trade? Like all these things. So just a few nuggets about this whole thing with Garrett Wilson. Um, the thing that really had made Garrett Wilson buy into this new contract with this new regime was the fact that Aaron Glenn, this is coming from Boy Green, who does a great job covering the Jets on YouTube. Um, Also an Oswego alum, which I love. um, couple of things. Aaron Glenn called Garrett Wilson after he got the job, tell him how important he was. They plan on giving him the football a lot. Getting rid of Aaron Rodgers, which was key because Wilson and Rodgers didn't get along at the end. Number three was the fact that they brought in Justin Fields. Of course, Fields and Garrett Wilson, they had a great relationship. And then the fact that the new regime wanted to keep Garrett Wilson. They wanted to extend the contract. They made it known immediately. So those few things there helped Garrett Wilson buy in. What's your
Yes,
thoughts on that? What's your thoughts on that?
that Wilson. Okay, repeat that. I'm sorry. I dozed off.
What are your thoughts on that timeline? The things that allowed Garrett Wilson to buy in to this whole thing.
I think it's great
Yes.
because I think it's great because you know what? It's because again, like I said, you're removing the problems. You got rid of Rodgers, and Aaron Glenn told Garrett Wilson, "Listen, like you said, you're an important part to this team. I want you.
Yeah.
I want you a part of this." And so, yeah, it. You told me that Wilson and Rodgers didn't get along.
Yes. That this was very well known. You saw it on the sidelines. You saw also there was like you heard from different sources and everything within the who are closer to the situation that once Devontae Adams got there, that Aaron Rodgers' main target was Devontae. Like, and of course that's no secret. It was shown on the field. But on top of that, uh, there was the communication was off before that between Rodgers and Wilson. And then as the season went on, he became less and less important and complained that he wasn't getting the ball enough. And, you know, the relationship between Wilson and Rodgers really, really faltered badly. And uh, us Jet fans were worried that that was gonna be the downfall. Like we're gonna lose one of our best receivers that we've ever had, but that's not the case anymore. So we're very very excited about that.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So Sauce, of course, that was a no brainer. You know, just give him a penny over Derek Stingley, and you have the highest paid corner. So you
And like,
know,
listen, the Jets are looking promising.
yeah.
Like, listen, I will say this, bro, don't get your hopes up.
No, it's not about getting hopes up. It's about thinking future, right? If we can't build a future without building around the people that we centered everything. Like we centered a lot of things around Garrett Wilson. We centered a lot of things around the defense with Sauce, right? So we have to keep that main catalyst in there. We can't get rid of those people. And then you just hope for the best.
Oh, I absolutely agree.
Yeah. So that's happening in Jetland. We're very excited, us Jet fans. Um, Sunday sideline reports coming back soon, so we'll have more NFL coverage. In the meantime, I believe Wishbone Shotgun is still around. Um, they'll be doing more NFL news as the camps start. But
Yep.
next week, Bill,
Next week.
I think the Jets rookies report tomorrow. Vets on Tuesday.
So,
So
guys, football season is just around the corner.
yeah, I'm stoked.
I am
Uh,
too. Watch the
yeah,
Giants and
man.
Jets are gonna respectfully disappoint us both.
If anything, the Jets. I actually have higher hopes for the Giants, even though they're not going to be very good. I actually have higher hopes because um
Dark.
I that, but also I really think that Dable and Shane, since they've made such good moves in the offseason to to re to restart and retool their plan, that I think it's going to work out. It may not lead to a playoff spot, but it certainly will lead to, you know, better seasons than we've
think,
seen in the past.
I think, and I've said this before. If you asked me before the draft, I would have said Dable and Shane are definitely on the hot seat.
Yeah.
I would say Dable and Shane were definitely on the hot seat. Now that we're post draft, they made the moves that they made. They made the moves that they made. They are now in good. I would say they bought themselves at least one more year.
Yeah.
They bought themselves at least another year. Because I think because right now Dable has his quarterback to develop with Jackson Dart. Is Dart going to start this year? God only knows.
Mhm. We still have Russ. You have Russ.
We have Russ. We got Winston. Why would you
Yeah.
sign two veterans? I don't know what Joe Shane was thinking.
But let's see.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. All right. So Jets, Giants, we'll keep it. We will definitely keep on tabs with that because those are our teams. So you have no choice. But we'll keep it. We'll stay on top of those teams. Um, how about TJ Watt getting a deal, 3-year extension with the Steelers,
Good
making
for
him
him.
the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history. Of course, this is the second time I believe they've done that with TJ Watt. But it's 3-year, $123 million extension, 108 million fully guaranteed, and then
Fantastic.
41 million dollars APY. Um, of course, as you folks know, the we had $40 million guaranteed, $40 million APY for Jamar Chase and Miles Garrett earlier this offseason. So now TJ Watt has surpassed both of them. He past 5 seasons leads the NFL with 73 and a half sacks. Um, of course, he didn't report to mandatory minicamp in June because there was negotiations going on, but they worked out that deal. So um, he'll be staying in Pittsburgh. Couple things on the Washington Commanders. They're going to get Von Miller coming into the organization. Of course, that's an old piece because he's a big time vet, but at the same time, it brings a winner to the Commanders, a team that's looking to win now. So I like that signing. I'm worried about Scary Terry McLaurin because he's been pretty frustrated with the contract talks. He's actually made that known in public that he's been very frustrated with the contract talks. They're trying to extend him again. Um, I think it's going to end badly in Washington. I don't see this ending well.
How so? Because McLaurin's been frustrated with the contracts, or
Well, yeah, because you're trying. First of all, you need to keep. I know he's older, but you need to find a way to keep him around because he's your best receiver on the team, and you don't want to lose your franchise one of your franchise players. Him and Jaden Daniels got along pretty well on the field. Like, I was meant to major target. Excuse me. So we'll see about that.
yeah. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. A lot of signings that went on this week. That's a big one. But again, like you said, dude, it's a reminder that football is just around the corner.
Yeah, man.
Football is just around the corner.
God. Before you know it, we're doing picks again.
Yes, hopefully that's coming very soon.
Yeah, man. Um, and then we're still working out the how it's going to work, but the Thursday night show's also coming back. So
It is.
yeah, um,
Yeah, so we get to, so you get to, so I get to bug you on Thursday nights again.
sure.
I get to bug you three times a week.
Yeah, that's great.
It's fantastic. Yeah, this is our
Yeah.
friendship in a nutshell. Um,
Yeah, it's awesome. It's what, 12 years now?
yeah,
12 years
12
of the
years.
BS. Yeah.
Reggie has put up with me for 12 years
Yeah. And counting.
and counted.
God.
Anyway, yeah, this is like an old school Catholic marriage. There is no divorce. But
What you
anyway,
mean? You say I can't explore other options? You know,
I'm kidding around, folks. Relax.
busting your chops, buddy.
I know. And if my girlfriend's watching, I'm kidding around.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
anyway,
believe me, you can have it. You can have it.
yes, we're just joking, I promise. Um, but anyway, so yeah, so anyway, there was another NFL news, this time with the PA president.
Oh my goodness gracious. Can you believe this? So, now former executive director of the Players Association, Lloyd Howell Jr., he resigned late Thursday night. Um, he's been at the helm for about 2 years, um, with a lot of scrutiny. So get this, Bill. Um, while he was, and of course, this is coming in light of an investigation from the FBI, where they're looking into both the NFL and MLB players associations about uh, dealings with the private equity firms. So get this: Howell was, uh, as reported by ESPN, was a paid uh part-time consultant for the Carlyle Group, which is one of the league's approved private equity firms. And this firm specifically was eyeing an NFL ownership. They're trying to own an NFL team, whether it's part ownership or full ownership. I don't know. But um now, of course, Howell had mentioned that he was nowhere near anything close to football with this private equity firm. He was actually overseeing like their aerospace division or whatever. But still, you have that along with a 61-page report that also talked about a confidentiality agreement with the NFL that hid details of arbitration case in which there was a finding that league executives urged team owners to reduce guaranteed player compensation. Uh, for more on that, you can go to Pablo Torre finds out. Pablo Torre, who's done a tremendous job covering this. Um, you can go out. He goes into great detail. I don't know how he got this report, but he goes into great detail. This is crazy, Bill. Like, can you imagine, like, you know, possible collusion between the league and the union trying to screw over the players here? Like, this is
It's crazy.
it's insane. Like, what? Golly.
Oh, absolutely. That's insane.
Yeah. Um,
And yeah, what I have to say about that is no, you cannot be a union president and try to screw over the players you represent.
exactly. Well, that, and also you also can't be a part of a private equity firm. Like, there's a massive conflict of interest
Yeah, it's
when you
like
like, what are you doing, bro?
it's like in the Constitution when it comes to American politics. And listen, we're not a political show, but there is this thing called the Emoluments Clause in the Constitution, which states that you cannot own a business or any other interest if you are in public office, like if you are the president. Like, for
Right.
instance, Jimmy Carter had to sell his peanut farm. Carter had to sell his peanut farm, or even right now with Donald Trump. Don Donald Trump had to transfer the ownership of his businesses to his children because he cannot own his private business while he's in office. So that's kind of the same thing here. You cannot represent the union and then sit there and be a consultant for people who are trying to screw them over. So you know what? He should resign, and I'm glad he is.
Yeah.
This is
Just
just ridiculous.
yeah, a statement from how it's clear that my leadership has become a distraction to the important work of the NFLPA advances every day. For this reason, I have informed the NFLPA Executive Committee I am stepping down as the executive director. The NFLPA chairman, the board of NFL players, effective immediately. I hope this will allow NFLPA to maintain its focus on its player members ahead of the upcoming season. Um, wow.
That
Like,
is a wow.
yeah, can you imagine like, yo, more controversy coming out of the NFL like this? Like, this is insane, dude. Uh,
Great. This is, cr- Bro, this is nuts. This is absolutely nuts. So, yeah, hopefully the NFLPA, they deserve better. They'll get someone who actually represents the players and not people who are trying to screw them over.
yeah.
All right.
Brutal. Again, Pablo Torre finds out, find his Instagram page. Pablo Torre does a tremendous job breaking everything down. He even breaks down with several other people. So please go to his page. It's tremendous stuff. But insane, dude.
Oh, it's insane.
Yeah,
All right. Moving along, moving from the gridiron to the diamond. We had
yeah.
the All-Star game this week
We did have the All-Star game.
and the Home Run
I
Derby. Cal
I didn't
Raleigh won.
watch. Yeah, I didn't watch any of it. Like, the All-Star game used to be must-see TV, Bill.
Oh, absolutely.
Because um one, the game was better. They're better players with more notable all-stars, and everyone loved it. Nowadays, baseball's not really, even though, get this, Bill, the MLB All-Star game is the top all-star game, like the most watched top all-star game ever. Still remains that way for whatever reason. But the star power isn't quite there anymore. Like, a lot of people don't really know these big names. So that's part of it. Also, the fact that, the American League and the National League always face each other. So it's not like, it's the American League facing the National League for the first time ever, right? So for the first time this season, like yeah, the Yankees face plenty of National League teams all season long. So um yeah, the All-Star game doesn't have that much juice anymore. What does have a lot of juice, though, is that swing off at the end to determine the winner.
Yes.
So with the game tied after, I think, 9 innings,
Yes.
they went to like a home run derby swing off to determine the winner. National League won, which is just tremendous. Um, I think the AL was winning by like 2 home runs, and Kyle Schwarber hit 3 straight home runs. You get 3 swings, and Kyle Schwarber hit all of his swings over the wall for home runs, and they nationally took the lead.
Yes. So National League won in the swing off.
Yeah,
And you know what? I wonder why didn't the American League put, or even the National League, like why didn't the National League put up Shohei? Why didn't the American League in the swing off put up like Judge or
I don't know
Raleigh?
how they. I don't know how they determined that lineup, to be honest. Well, Raleigh's probably tired. He won the home run derby. He went the distance, so um,
Big
but not
fella.
even like an Aaron Judge. Yeah.
Big dumper.
It's such a stupid nickname. Such a
The
bad
big dumper, Reggie.
nickname. But yeah, I would have loved to see like Aaron Judge, even though Aaron Judge probably doesn't want to do that bullshit. I would have loved to have seen Judge take a crack at that. Um, but you had Kyle Schwarber in it, you had Pete Alonso in it on the National League side. Why can't you get a couple of big time American League home run hitters in there? Not that you didn't see any of them, but it's just like, no, I want to see big faces.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. But in any case, swing off is interesting. Question for you, do you think the swing off should enter into the regular season?
You know what? I don't think that'd be a terrible idea. What do you think?
I think it's a good thing to test in AAA or anywhere in the minor leagues.
Because sometimes these extra inning games just drag
Yeah, even with the Ghost Runner, right? How they implemented the Ghost Runner to have
to
these games
speed
end quick, right?
to speed things up.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
So
don't
it's
like the
like
Ghost Runner. I don't like the Ghost Runner.
I'm not in love with it either. I think the game should be no more than 10 innings. And then hear me out. I know this is not purist baseball talking
Nah,
here,
don't tell the purist.
but what if there's an actual home run swing off? That's actually not a terrible idea. And then those home runs do count towards regular season totals, by the way.
Oh, I
I'm gonna
agree.
I'm gonna propose this on did I catch the fly?
I think you did, yeah.
In any case. Um I'm gonna propose this on Batter Up. So the old ops guy, the great one of our great sponsors of the show, Doug out of Millwood. If you're listening, think about it. We're Mike Rifkin. If you're listening, think about it. That swing off. I think it should enter the regular season.
I think it should.
Why not? Look, the NHL, they have a shootout. You know,
So why not?
doesn't hurt.
So why not? Let let's do it.
Yeah.
Reg for commissioner.
Do you think I'll be better than Rob Manfred or
Oh,
Manfraud?
dude, my dead dog would be better than Rob Manfred.
Yeah.
Nah, you would be 100 times better than Rob Manfred.
Yeah.
Nah, I didn't mean to insult you that one.
But it's good to know though.
Nah, no, no, you would be much better than Rob Manfred. And Rob Manfred, if you're listening, I still don't like you.
He'll be gone in a few years.
Yeah, but till then, I have to remind him every show that I don't like him. I have to remind him that I don't like him. So anyway, let's all right, so yeah. Um yeah, so yeah, I don't really the All-Star game used to mean something. It doesn't mean anything anymore.
Yeah. I know some people like the whole, oh well, if you win, you get home field advantage in the World Series.
They got
I
rid of
hated
that.
that. Right. No, I'm just saying people hated that they got rid of it. Some people like that. I didn't like that. I like this whole, whoever has the top record in the regular season or whatever, they get the home field advantage. The league that all that stuff. So yeah. Um I hated the All-Star game determining home field advantage for the World Series. I thought that was stupid. Um, but yeah, the All-Star game doesn't have any juice anymore. And I'm glad that they had that. They also had the automatic balls and strikes system. I don't know how that went. Again, I barely watched it. But yeah.
I watched it, but I kept it on more as background noise. So
Yep, same.
yeah, the All-Star game is not what it used to be.
Yeah. So that's why I don't really watch it. But it was still nice to see All Stars. Still nice. It's nice to see Yankees playing the All Star game. You know.
Yeah, it was very good to watch that.
Yeah. Not so good for Jazz Chisholm, who got 3 home runs in the home run derby.
Yeah, he shouldn't have been there.
It was a disaster, bro. But whatever. They'll try again if he wants to. He got
All right,
booed out of Atlanta. He got booed out.
he got booed.
Terrible.
So moving right along, we got um we got top five,
Hmm.
don't we, Reggie boy?
Yeah, man. Um, Top five this week.
Five.
Top five.
Yeah, like I said, we don't have
Um,
money to hire people to write that. So
exactly. Um, Top five baseball plays all time.
yes, and I got my top five. Reggie, care to start us off?
Sure. Um, I have to be a homer, but number five, uh, that Derek Jeter, unbelievable, flying into the stands against the Red Sox in '04 regular season, um, to get out of the inning. I mean, just absolutely tremendous play. Go ahead and watch it. But Derek Jeter saved, I think he saved like a double or whatever. It would have been extra
Yeah,
bases. Um, but he goes from shortstop all the way out to near left field, and then he catches the ball, but of course he can't stop his momentum, so he goes into the stands and uh gets bruised up in the face. It was just an absolutely go all out play. Tremendous stuff. Yankees ended up winning that game. As I still didn't catch the fly. But yeah, tremendous stuff. That's my number five.
yeah. First of all, that really shows you that Jeter is willing to put his body on the line.
Yeah,
He is a Derek Jeter was willing to put his body on the line.
yeah,
Okay, my number five is Ozzie Smith's barehanded play.
yeah, that's a good one.
Ball gets hit to Ozzie Smith. He catches the ball with his bare hand, throws it to first, gets the out.
Yep.
Like, hey, we're both talking shortstops here. I got another Jeter play. I'll talk about it later. But Ozzie Smith stopping it right there.
Yep.
And some people were calling it the greatest play in baseball.
Mhm.
But who knows? There's other great plays, but no, I think that was one of the best stops ever. And you know what, Reg? I kind of changed it from last. Remember how last week you picked like mainly modern stuff? I picked more classic stuff. I mixed it up this time a little bit. I mixed it up.
There you go.
I mixed it up a little bit. Okay, so Reggie boy, what's your number five?
That was I told you it was Derek
No,
Jeter,
number
number
four.
four
Sorry,
now.
number four. Sorry. Duh.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm going away later today, so my mind is already on a beach in Long Island, drinking a margarita, drinking a pina colada or a strawberry daiquiri right now. So, all
Yeah.
right,
Oh
go
my
ahead.
God. Um, I'm gonna go number five. Sorry, number four. See, now you got me all.
Now his brain
Um,
is probably with my brain.
I'm gonna go with the Willie Mays catch in the World Series. Uh, One because he made it. It's like a basket catch over the shoulder, but then the throw back in the infield was even crazier. So, to say, hey kid, he was tremendous. That's my number four.
Okay, my number four is when Mike Trout robbed J.J. Hardy of a home run.
Okay.
You remember that, don't you?
Yep.
When this is in Camden Yards, the ball hits out, and then Trout just like jumps up and he catches the ball, robbing J.J. Hardy of a home run. I thought that was just how great of an outfielder Mike Trout could be.
Yeah.
Like, that is how great he can be right there.
Right.
So that is my number four. What is your number
All right.
three?
My number three, um, this was to preserve a I think this was a, if I'm not mistaken, this is a perfect game or no hitter, one of them. But Dwayne Wise, this is for Mark Burley's big moment. Um, he leaped up basically with his foot. He made the initial catch and then almost dropped it, and then on the ground, uh, finally made the catch, preserving that big moment for Burley and the White Sox. I forget what year this was. I think it was like '07 or whatever. But that's my number three. It was a Dwayne Wise, who was a tremendous outfielder. Um, I think he played for the Yankees for a time, for a little bit. So I had like a cup of coffee, So number three.
Okay, my number three is Gary Matthews
Mm-hmm.
robbing Mike Lamb of a home
That's it.
run.
That's it.
What?
That's good. No, I'm saying it's good.
When Mike Lamb hits it out, Gary Matthews is running. He literally like sprints and jumps up like he's freaking Spider-Man. Just jumps up and just
Hmm.
grabs and just takes the out.
Yep.
And just takes the out. It is just really shows you that is probably as good as Mike Trout was. I think that was one of the best home run robberies ever. That is like literally one of the best home run robberies ever.
Right.
So yeah, my number three is Gary Matthews Jr.
Gary Matthews. I mean, that's a old time player. Yeah, man.
Yeah. All right, bro. What's your number two?
Well, my number two, and I'm watching it so I can get it right. But how about Bo Jackson from all the way from the outfield? Um, just a tremendous throw. This is when he was with the Royals. But he gets this what was it? The Rangers, I believe, or the Mariners? I forget what team it was, but uh he throws from all the way from the freaking outfield corner and he gets the guy out of home plate. This is against the Mariners. Um, but yeah, just a tremendous throw. If you ever watch how Bo Jackson play, he was tremendous. He throws it from all the way from the wall, and he threw it all the way home and got the runner out. So tremendous play. That to me, I think is a little bit better than the Ozzie Smith. So no offense to Smith.
So okay, my number two, game three, game three of the 2001 ALDS. You know where I'm going with this one, bro.
Yeah.
The flip play from Derek Jeter.
See, nothing against the flip play, but it's not on my list. Go ahead.
Well, because for those of you who don't know, Yankees were down 2 games to none.
Mhm.
So if they lost this game, they were done.
Yeah, it's over.
And then ball gets hit out in right field. Throw to Jason Jeremy Giambi is running home, and then
There you
throws
go.
to Jeter. Jeter flips it to Posada, and Giambi is out.
Yeah,
That was the play that just turned the momentum of this series.
yeah,
Because the Yankees
yeah,
needed that. If they lost
yeah,
that game, they were done.
yeah. And it was literally like a step. It beat him by a step with Giambi. If you ever look at because all the angles from the TV side didn't really it showed how close it was. But if you ever see the pictures of it, you see Giambi coming home, it was clearly out. So I
Oh,
still
he was
couldn't
out.
justify. Yeah,
Yeah, so he was totally out,
yeah,
and it was fantastic.
yeah. And like you said, it saved the Yankees season because they were going the A's had the momentum. They were gonna win that series.
If that didn't happen, the A's would have won that series.
Yeah, easily. Easily.
All right. So now, all right, Reggie boy, what's your number one?
So my number one play has to be, and I hate saying this, but you know, Andy Chavez, Robin Roland of a two-run homer in the AL NLCS, excuse me,
Game six, that
2006.
was.
It was I think it was game seven.
Okay.
Yeah. So of course that was a wild, wild game. Uh, very emotional game. Cardinals ended up winning, but Andy Chavez, he leaped up. Andy Chavez is a pretty small dude. He leaped up and made that beautiful catch, and then proceeded to double up the Cardinals, and then that ended the inning. So that was a tremendous play. That's my number one. Like I still think about that play, even though I'm not a Met fan. I'm thinking about that. It's like that. That's a pretty damn good play, and for a while saved the Mets season until, of course, Yadier Molina happened. But yeah,
And that's for Marco Last Guy Halpern right there.
yeah, of course,
Okay. My number one is actually your number four, Willie Mays.
yeah, okay, and
Because
yeah, well, it's the World Series, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
the basket catch that helped the Giants, and then the play after that, like you said, which was fantastic. And I didn't watch this on YouTube, but I saw like a preview saying that some people think that catch is overrated. Please shut up.
It's not an overrated catch. You know how hard it is
You know absolutely
that
nothing about baseball if you think that. Willie Mays
that
is one of the greatest ball players of all time.
yeah, great five tool player, man. Like he was tremendous.
Yeah. So if you think that's overrated, I think you really just don't, you really need help. And
Well,
how
they
dare
just
you disrespect the say hey kid? Like, come on, man.
exactly.
You do not disrespect Willie Mays.
It's
Sorry, I'm getting on my soapbox again, aren't I?
all good.
Oh, come on, I think Reggie would agree with me on that one.
No, I mean, look, I will always say good things about Willie Mays, and we will
Everyone's
continue
entitled to
to.
everyone's entitled
Yeah.
to their opinion, and unless they're wrong and unless they're totally wrong and not
Well,
ours.
you're entitled to your opinion as long as you back it up. You can't just say it's overrated for no reason. You know, you gotta back it up. If you can't back it up, then I'm sorry, you're dead
Like,
wrong.
listen, an example. Like, there are people who argue that Derek Jeter's overrated, and like, listen, I
No, no,
disagree. I
no, 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 no,
disagree
no,
with you,
no.
but
No.
no,
See,
like, I watched the
those are
video.
Yankee people. People who say that Derek Jeter's overrated are just Yankee haters. Let's call it
Like,
what it is.
I watched a video of a guy saying that, yeah, Jeter's overrated. But and he made some legitimate arguments.
No,
Keyword
he
in that
didn't.
sentence
No, he
is
does
some.
not. He does
But
not.
he did
No,
say,
that is a Yankee hater, Bill. Go ahead.
oh, he
why was
did
he
say
overrated?
like something about the Golden Gloves, how he was elected the Golden Gloves in
Mm-mm.
his worst fielding season. And like I think I don't agree with him in full picture, but I think that's a legit argument.
So
But
in years where the baseball was dominated by the home run hitting
okay, that's a fair point.
and fast runners and terrible defense in the infield, Like
But
what
you
are
know
you
what?
talking about? Like, come
But you
on,
know what?
man.
Here's what I say from when I watched that video. Here's what I will say. I don't think he thinks he's overrated. I think he's just doing it to get clicks.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
he said
Or is he
no,
yanking anything?
He said I like Derek Jeter. He belongs in the Hall of Fame. He does belong in the Hall of Fame, but I think he's a little overrated.
So,
I'm
but you
like,
can't you cannot say. Hold up a second, Bill. This guy cannot say that Derek Jeter is overrated but belongs to the Hall of Fame.
no, I agree with
That
you. I
no.
totally agree. Like it's
Then
like, does he belong in the Hall of Fame or is he overrated? It's one or the other. You can't have both.
yeah,
I feel like he just made that video to get clicks. Like, listen, if people say a certain player, whoever it is overrated, as long as you have legitimate facts to back it up, I may not agree with you, but I will at least respect the fact that you have legitimate facts, that you're not just making shit up as you go along.
yeah.
So yeah, that's my take. Willie Mays, his catch is the number one. Whoever thinks that, please be quiet. Whoever thinks that's overrated, please shut up.
Mhm.
Don't embarrass yourself, man.
Yeah,
Okay, I think that's pretty much it for today.
yeah, man. Good top five, of
Thank you. Same to you.
course, buddy. Yeah. Um, we'll be back on Monday,
Yes, we will.
and we will continue to watch out. Obviously, we'll keep tabs on the baseball season. That hasn't ended yet. We'll also have batter up to talk more baseball and stuff. But and then of course, like I've been saying, rookie camp starts this weekend for some teams. Um, then of course training camp for the rest. Obviously, who's playing the Hall of Fame game this year?
I don't
Um,
know. I gotta look at that.
I believe I forget, but those teams are already in camp. So, you know, but in any case, like comments describe
All right. So from all of us here at SIP,
SIN and all those other platforms.
stay
Uh,
safe and take care.
Thank you for joining us for this latest edition of the Sports Sending Podcast, sponsored by the Dugout in Millwall.
Millwood. All right. So we will see you Monday, guys.